If you ever go to a good restaurant and try a good meal, we all logically know that technically we can replicate that meal at home, barring any special equipment like a wood-burning oven that's been burning for 100 years with specific coals that is actually not replicable, and some other fringe things. If you have the right skills and the right ingredients and the right equipment, you can replicate that meal. Would you agree? I mean, it may take some time and training to learn how to do it, but you can do it. The person that got these ingredients, you have the same access. You can go and get the ingredients. If they're using tomatoes, you can go and get the same type of tomatoes that they're using. If they're using a particular kind of flour, you can use the same kind of flour that they're using, because I guarantee you they're not the only one that has this ingredient in the world. But that applies to a lot more than just food. A lot of people go, okay, that makes sense. If I see something I like in the food world, technically there's a recipe behind it and I can replicate it. The same thing exists in every other facet of life. If I see someone that has a particular type of health that I want, there's a recipe. It may be eat a lot more salad and cut out all sugar and exercise 6 days a week, but they will tell you exactly what they did if you ask. There is a recipe for everything in life. In fact, life is just a series of mechanical ABCD steps. It is a series of recipes. Like, there's a recipe for cooking a great chicken parmesan, just the same as there is a recipe for saving money. Just the same as there is a recipe for being more comfortable with yourself, just the same as there is a recipe for making a whole bunch of money, just the same as there is a recipe for finding a good job or anything you want in life. It is a series of mechanical steps. A, B, C, D, done. So when you think about it like that, first of all, we need to accept that that is the case, because our culture is so heavily dependent on you're just lucky. And they don't see the 5 years of work that went into this. A lot of people just tell me, oh, you're just lucky that you do this. I'm like, no, I've been studying this stuff for 7 years now, every single day. So this has nothing to do with luck. This is me and the overnight success of 7 years worth of study and effort. And the problem that a lot of people face when they go, I don't know how, is really they mean I do know how, I just don't want to pay the price to do it. Because losing weight is a good example. Yes, there are some fringe cases, but for the majority of people that are literally just eating too much, the way to lose weight mechanically is very, very simple, so much so that I don't even need to tell you what it is, because I guarantee you, you already know. The problem is that when we get into the emotional nature of everything, we get into it, it's sometimes hard to follow those mechanical steps. But the mechanical steps exist. And once you start taking that approach and that mindset of, oh, somebody has done this before, in this day and age, that information is probably readily available on the internet, and I can access it. Just like if I want to know how to make chicken parmesan, I go and I Google chicken parmesan recipe. There is a recipe for anything you want to do in life. The trick is just following the mechanical steps to get there.